Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome and happy spooky season. Now this spooky season I wanted to do something different. So each Monday I will be bringing to you a true crime case, and we're going to look at each case through the lens of the tarot. And this week's Magickal Monday video, we will be looking into Lizzie Borden. And if you don't know who Lizzie Borden is, I'll put a picture up on the screen. Lizzie Borden is an American woman that was allegedly accused of unaliving her father and stepmother in 1892. Her father name was Andrew. I forgot what her stepmother name was. I'll put that on the screen and I'll show you a picture of each person. And her sister all lived in the same house. Now it's alleged that Lizzie came down the stairs and found her father unalive on the couch. And when it was reported, of course the authorities came in and found that the stepmother was also found upstairs unalive. So they launched an investigation, and it was pretty much botched because we understand back then police investigation is not how it is now. So that's what leads to some of the mystery surrounding the deaths of Andrew Borden and his wife, his second wife, because Lizzie and her sister was a product of his first marriage, and their mother unfortunately had passed away while Lizzie was still a toddler, I believe. So I wanted to look at the case to see if Lizzie actually did it, because she did go on trial and she was acquitted, but also that left the neighbors and the townspeople wondering whether she did it or not. So that left the question to whether she did it or not. So I wanted to look into the tarot and see what we can see and get some messages. I will not be channeling, but if it happens, it happens. But I want to see through the lens of the tarot if we could solve the case. So let's check the energy surrounding the case, okay? Spirit, please show me the energy surrounding Lizzie Borden, the case of Lizzie Borden. Spirit, please show me the energy surrounding the case of Lizzie Borden. You can still visit the house that Lizzie and her family lived in, and also the house that she lived in afterwards, after the trial and everything. Both are, I believe, are bed and breakfasts. And each location has been subject to paranormal activity and investigation. So check out some of those on YouTube, because been plenty of people that have visited and did investigations. So what I'm getting is that there is still some unknowns, because I have the goddess and the moon. There are still some unknowns, but the overall feeling is that everyone involved wants everyone to pretty much move on. I have Action, Healer of Ages, and the Goddess of the Moon. They want us to move on from this. They want to be pretty much left alone, and they've moved on. There's still some unknowns, but they have moved on from this. I got the sacral chakra, That talks of creativity. There also is the sex card. They do acknowledge the creative ways of people investigating and reaching out to them. Woman holding a heart. Someone is very guarded. I don't know if this is the stepmother or Lizzie or her sister, but they are very defensive. They feel a certain type of way. If this is Lizzie, I know Elizabeth, she did change her name after the trials ended to Lisbeth. And that's what she preferred to be called. They want healing, and they want to be allowed to heal. And they want us to heal from this and move on. Spirit, is there any other messages surrounding the energy of Lizzie Borden's case? Okay, man holding a coin. Definitely this was Andrew was known as a miser. He really pinched his pennies. He did come from a wealthy family. The family was kind of split. His part of the family kind of lived in an affluent part of the city, and he pretty much was like the black sheep, and pretty much pinched his pennies. Because they didn't even have, they still had to use outhouses. They didn't have electricity. So they still was living like almost a century behind everyone else, while everyone else was having electricity installed in their houses and everything like that. Andrew would not allow that into his house because it costed money. And that might have been some of the reason behind the murders. It created an opportunity for whoever did this of abundance. But at this point, they was looking for some type of balance. They was looking for some type of balance to make things even. If this was Lizzie, it was because she saw this. If Lizzie actually did do this, the main cause behind it was financial. It created an opportunity for a better life for her. To have access to the funds that she felt she deserved. But it caused more problems. The storm warning. It caused more problems than what she was expecting. She expected one life, but ended up living a whole different type of life. Because at the end, she pretty much died alone. Because at the end of the trial and everything like that, she was living a high life, but then subsequently she was already ostracized by the townspeople. Even her sister moved away. Yeah, she was living a good life after the trial, according to her. She had access to the funds. And she definitely had access to the money. And she was living the life that she thought that she deserved. But did she really do the crime? Spirit, please show me if she really did do the crime. I got walking away. I got the heart chakra. She wanted to leave the old life behind because she felt a certain type of way. She wanted to leave it behind and start a whole different type of journey. An abundant journey. A journey of abundance. Because it is said that Lizzie had a spending problem. And that might have been some of the reason behind of Andrew's tightening the purse strings even further in regards to Lizzie. Lizzie, I want to say that Lizzie did, because this feels like Lizzie's energy. And Lizzie had felt a little envious and jealous of other people, especially the ones that could afford. Even though her family could afford the things, Andrew didn't allow it. And I think it has something to do with his upbringing, as to why he became he was a penny pincher. It goes back to something in his childhood pertaining to that. Yeah, there was definitely a reason for him being a penny pincher and not indulging in the new technology and everything like that. It was a reason behind it, but Lizzie didn't understand the reasoning behind it, and she was always jealous and envious of the other people that had things, had the nicer things than she did, and she felt like she deserved it. So she didn't understand why Andrew was a penny pincher. Let's see. Spirit, please show me why Andrew was a penny pincher. Please show me why Andrew was a penny pincher, Spirit. What was the reason why Andrew was a penny pincher? Then we could jump into some of the tarot. I have my zombie tarot, and then have my horror oracle deck to jump into. Spirit, please show me why Andrew was a penny pincher. Money caused anxiety for him. Money caused an anxiety for him. It was like a problem. People was always asking him for money, or asking for him to asking for handouts, and it caused anxiety. Also, I'm getting the feeling that his family gave so much, and it caused anxiety for him, and that he didn't see why the family had to give so much to the community, always providing that handout for the community. So he vowed to only give so much, but keep the rest for himself. He would do his part, but he would definitely keep for himself. Yeah, door to value. Money caused anxiety for him. He saw the value in money, but he also wanted to keep it. It was for better use, to create a better life. I got the Journey card again. That was the path that he chose, because the fact that he saw his family give so much to the community, and that people always asking for a handout, he ended up deciding to pinch his pennies and cut and save. So if that meant not having electricity, that meant not having electricity. He actually, I get the feeling that he saw electricity as a fad and not something that was going to last. Because you have to understand that, you know, back then, electricity was new. It was a new invention, so they was not used to it. So he thought it was a fad and not worth the money that he would have to spend to electrify the house. Is there any other messages regarding Andrew and why he was a penny pincher? Yeah, he could be stubborn, headstrong. He was when it came to money, it was like he was a force to be reckoned with. He definitely guarded his money. He guarded his finances. He protected it. And there were some decisions that was happening at the time of the deaths. But he was deciding on some type of venture, some opportunity that might have came up, and there was some indecision that was happening at the time of the murders. Let's check. We kind of looked into Lizzie's energy. Let's look into the sister. What was the sister's energy surrounding the murders? What is the sister's energy surrounding the murders? She was on her own journey. She has some, she's undecided as to who did it. Spirit, please show me the sister's energy surrounding the murders. She did view her father as a penny pincher. The man holding the purse strings. Now, the sister really did care about her family. She did love her father and her sister. But she's undecided as to who did it. Man holding a heart. This is a family that, in all intents and purposes, did care about each other, but they had a different way of communicating that love. Community, blossom abundance. She was more about community. What I'm getting is she was worried about how the community viewed them during and after the trial. She welcomed the abundance. She did welcome that. But it came at a cost. It came at a cost. Because her and her sister relationship became strained as years moved on. Is there any more messages surrounding the energy of the sister? What I'm feeling is that there is a sense of attachment still to the properties. So people will sense and feel them within or surrounding the property. They're not completely, I heard, earthbound. So they may very well be earthbound and still attached to the properties. So if you go visit these properties, don't be shocked if you sense or smell something pertaining to them, because they're there. Spirit, please show me if we will ever know who committed the murders. Spirit, please show me if we will ever know who committed the murders. Some cards fell to the floor. And I had to go retrieve them. So I ended up with hostilities, envy, patience, blossom abundance, Spirit, please show me if we'll ever know who actually murdered the Borden family. The mother and the stepmother and the father. Will we ever know who actually committed the murders? Spirit, please show me if we will ever find out who committed the murders against Andrew Borden and his wife. Angel of love, attachment, and again, third chakra. So what I'm getting is that there is some anger surrounding or some hostilities surrounding the case. And there is some jealousy and some envy. But we have to have patience when it comes to this, because what I'm getting is that the more people look into the case, the more attached they become. Lizzie and her family come to the property, the more earthbound they become. And I think they are upset about that. And they also are, there's like financial gain when it comes to the case. Anytime you bring up the case or someone look into the case, it's like financial gain. And I believe that this is what the family is upset about, is the profiting of a tragic event. And this is what they are not liking. So I will be expecting more investigations, like TV documentaries and things like that. But the more we look into it, the more we bring attention to it, it just keeps them more earthbound, and keeps them attached to the tragedy. And they're sad about that, because I believe that they want to move on, and they want people to just move on from the tragedy. I'm hearing it happened, move on. Okay, let's dive into the tarot bit and ask a couple of questions. So this is my zombie tarot. I love bringing this out for Halloween, for the spooky season. Spirit, please show me if Lizzie Borden murdered her father and stepmother. I got the World card in reverse. I have the Four of Cups in reverse. I have the Eight of Swords, and I have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Spirit, please show me if Lizzie Borden really did commit the murders. I got the Six of Wands in reverse. I got the Knight of Wands in reverse. I got the Four of Hazards in reverse. Let's see if I could get one more card. And this, like I said, this may be a long video, so I apologize in advance. Did Lizzie do it, Spirit? And I got the Two of Swords. So the World card in reverse. Let's look into the World card in reverse. So the World card is basically saying that all of us are at a place where we're ready to know what happened to them and who actually did it. The world wants to know. Sorry about that. Things are falling. But the Four of Cups in reverse is showing that Some people are really are kind of over it. Like, why are we revisiting something old? Like, this is old news. Why are we revisiting this? Why are we bringing this back up? And with the Eight of Swords in reverse, a lot of reverse cards. With the Eight of Swords, it's saying that some things are going to be revealed because it's time. To more things are, the more people dig into it, even though some people are like, why are we revisiting this? There's going to be some information coming out that will make sense. But the spirits are, like, of Lizzie and Andrew, of all the people involved, they feel kind of free. The more information that comes out, it frees them to a certain extent, because they felt trapped. They felt trapped in that house. They felt trapped in that house. That's something. That's something. She felt trapped, because I'm asking, did Lizzie do it? And she felt trapped in that house. There was an issue that was brought up that an answer was already given. And the issue kept being brought up, but the answer was already given. And then that's leaving her feeling trapped in that house. And with the Nine of Wands, that further cements that trap feeling, because she became defensive. Like, she was trapped and she felt defeated. Like, she had no other options. She was tired. The Six of Wands in reverse. It was something that was promised her that wasn't given. It was something that was promised that was not given. It was like something that was promised her and it wasn't given. It was taken away by this Knight of Wands. It was taken away impulsively. It was taken away impulsively. So at the last minute, something that she thought she would have that was secured was taken away. In the Four of Hazards, which is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And it was due to stubbornness. This is someone that's hoarding resources. So this could be Andrew. Andrew probably promised, could have promised Lizzie something, and then he took it away. Now, in the case, it was said that it was found out that Andrew gave his wife's family some property that really should have went to Lizzie and her sister. And they felt a certain type of way about that, even though they presented as if they didn't. Lizzie felt a certain type of way about that, and she really did. She was hurt by that. And then I got the Two of Swords in reverse. I got the Two of Swords in reverse. So will we know if she did it or not? We probably will not get a definitive answer. With the Two of Swords being the reverse, we're not going to find out definitively if she did it or not. Not definitively. We're always going to be in limbo, knowing whether or not she did it. We're not going to get a definitive answer as to whether or not she did it. Because I got the Two of Swords, and that talks about remaining in limbo. We may hear something that makes a little more sense, but it still won't bear fruit. It's still going to be some of that doubt leaving out there. Now, there was an uncle that they said that could have done it. Spirit, please show me. Let's see why. Spirit, please show me why Lizzie did it. New beginning. New beginning, the Justice card, and the Queen of Wands. New beginning. If she did it, it was because she wanted a new beginning. She wanted a new life. But with the Justice card in reverse, it's something that she got away with. Many people feel that she got away with it. Got away with a murder. And there's people that feel like she was wrongfully accused. But if she did it, it was for her to start a new life, a new beginning. Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah. If Lizzie did it, and basically the cards is basically showing that all intent and purposes, yeah, she did it. And she got away with it. She was able to get away with it. And with the Queen of Wands, she got the attention that she wanted in the end. Because she wanted a new life, and she wanted to live that rich girl life. And she became obnoxious and hard to deal with. I think this is some of the reason why her sister moved away. Because they used to live in the same house together. after the murders. They bought a house on the hill because that's where the affluent people were, including the rest of their family. But Lizzie became obnoxious and hard to deal with. She became annoying. She needed constant attention. It was never enough. The attention given to her was never enough. So all intents and purposes, yeah. Lizzie did it. I got the World card in reverse again. But there's not going to be a definitive answer. Six of Wands in reverse again. Something was promised and wasn't given to her. Wheel of Fortune. The tables had turned. The tables had turned. She was able to live the rich girl life only for so long. She got what she, so basically she got what she wanted, but that also made people that already didn't like her not like her even more because of the person that she was becoming, which was obnoxious, annoying, and hard to deal with. Parties, parties, parties. That's what I'm hearing. Parties, parties. Too many parties. Too many parties. She was hanging around new people, becoming somebody that nobody really recognized anymore. King of Hazards, King of Swords, Seven of Hazards. So, financially, this was done for financial gain. With them out of the way, she had access to the money. Because with the King of Pentacles, because the King of Hazards is the King of Pentacles. That's someone that is over the finances, that has security, and that is, I believe, that represents Andrew in the matter. Now the King of Swords in reverse. Now the King of Swords in reverse. It speaks of someone that is cruel, that uses his power for not for good. This is like the ultimate villain. So this is how she viewed Andrew. And then I got the Seven of Pentacles. So basically, with the Seven of Pentacles, she was fed up with how Andrew was withholding the funds from the family. She knew that they could live better, and she deserved better. And this is the reason why it was done. That is the reason why Andrew and his wife were unalived. Financially. It was for their financial reasons. With them out of the way, there was access to the funds, and she could do what she wanted. She could live the life that she wanted. Wow. So the cards are saying Lizzie did it, and I let the cards speak for themselves. And she did it out of jealousy and envy of the other rich people and the rich family that relative that lived on the hill. And with Andrew and his wife out the way, she had access to the funds to live the life that she wanted. She wanted to become a it girl. Wow. Okay. I let the cards speak for themselves. And I do apologize for any background noise. So let's jump into the horror oracle. Spirit, please show me any final messages surrounding Lizzie Borden's case. Spirit, please show me any final messages regarding Lizzie Borden's case. What do we need to know? Well, we know Lizzie did it. And why? Spirit, please show me any final messages regarding the Lizzie Borden case. Is there any final messages surrounding the Lizzie Borden case that we need to know? The other side and dance in reverse. See if we could get one more card. Spirit, please show me any other messages surrounding the Lizzie Borden case. What do we need to know, Spirit? One more card, Spirit. In nature. The other side, dance in reverse, and nature. Okay, so with the other side, this is a scene from Poltergeist. There's still some unfinished business, so we're still going to hear about the case. So there's still some unfinished business. Even though many people want people to move on from the case, they over it. It's still things that need to be looked into. And with dance in reverse, we'll find out more through the creative investigations that happens. So through the paranormal investigations like Ghost Hunters, the Ghost Brothers, Jack Osborne, through those type of investigations, we'll find out more. And this is dance. And this is a movie I never heard of, Suspiria. And we all know the birds from Alfred Hitchcock. That's nature. And it's just basically saying meet each situation as it comes. So when these investigations come, take the information for what it is, and basically piece the puzzle together. Because the more information we get, the more we'll understand what happened and why things were done. So that is what I am getting for Lizzie Borden. I hope you guys enjoyed this spooky tarot reading. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification to be notified each time I upload a new video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video as we continue the spooky season with another true crime tarot reading.